Hello and welcome to RollBound. My name is Chas and I am the DM for this wonderful group. We're going to go down the list and everyone introduce themselves, starting off with Groove. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Groove and I am bound to the role of Chronoherist Mobius.
Alrighty, and Allie.
Hello, I am Ali. I am bound to the role of Charybdis Mobius.
Alrighty, Minnow.
Hello, my name is Minnow. I am bound to the role of Lady Reverie.
Awesome. Mickey.
Hi, I'm Mickey, and I'm bound to the role of Maria.
And last but never least, Joey.
My name is Joey, and I am bound to the role of Winfrey McNeil.
So, is this like for the cart later, or like what's
That's
happening
yours.
with this? No, I know that it's mine. You gave it to me in a damn wrapped in paper with a dolled up and printed up and shite. I want to know where it's going because I can't keep it on me. It's too big.
You
Oh,
can
do you
wear it
want
like
me
a
to
backpack. Put straps in the little handles and wear it like a backpack.
It would actually destroy my spine if I did that.
I can carry it for you if you want.
That actually would be very appreciated. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Also, the red one is the one that shows up when you click that. However, if you look, it's the second to last one, the chambray. That is the color I got for you.
Oh wow, chambray. What is this?
Chambray.
That's a nice looking blue, actually.
Yeah, she didn't know what Winfrey's favorite color was, but assumed that was a good one.
Any color works as long as it's not pink, I guess. I don't know. Nah,
Sure.
Winfrey probably likes pink a little bit. I'll think of an answer later.
That's fine. It's blue for now because that makes me feel better. Cool. Just yeah, I'll carry it for you for now if you want.
I'm sorry.
That's it.
That'd be appreciated.
Great. Take it back from you.
Charybdis is actually going to just kind of stand there admiring the little toy dragon. And then it's going to just kind of focus in on it for a minute and is going to cast an extended spell, Tiny Servant, on it.
I was
and
about
bring it
to say you
Hell yeah.
could cast Tiny Servant on it.
So now Tick is back.
Tick is back.
Tick is back and he's a dragon. Alright.
You fly for 1 minute once a day. Hover.
I love that for him. So, do a lot of you proceed?
Yeah,
Hell
I'm done
yeah.
disrupting the game. Thank you.
Disrupting
That
the
was-
game with your
was
very
great.
thoughtful presence.
No, that was cute. I love that.
Charybdis, I think, as they're going in, does kind of like give Reverie a sudden hug. It's a very quick one before moving on into
Oh,
the building.
you wish it was a quick hug, but she gets you in a hug back, and again, just mwah, my god, this fucking hug. I gotta tell you,
Charybdis
the
genuinely
mechanical arm just makes it even better.
I believe it.
So, it's the pops your back hug.
Yeah, pops your back and also makes you think of warm cookies.
Yeah, and as a lot of you approach this there's a very large set of double doors at the very back building. There's guards in front of it, and they actually Charybdis, make me a perception check.
I'm not good at those. You always have me roll these, and I'm not good at them. Oh, that's a 16.
So Charybdis, as you're approaching these doors, you see both the guards look at a lot of you at the same time, and for each of them, their left eye glows blue for a second, and then they look back up away from you, and the door opens without them touching it.
Charybdis nods to them, having seen this before.
Chronoherist is gonna head on in.
Charybdis will too.
And on the inside, there's this very large. All of the buildings in Lysince are made out of pretty nice stone, so it looks darker in here because the walls are just a darker color, but it goes into this very long corridor lined with stands that kind of rise up to the walls where people are sitting in them. And there's a lot of people in here. A lot of them are wearing like black clothing, very nondescript, fancy wear. You know, they're almost all wearing the same outfit, and a lot of them are like writing in papers. They look up at the few of you walking in. Some of them kind of like wrinkle their nose a little bit and then go back to writing their paperwork. But at the very end is this more circular sort of area that looks more like a judge's like stand. And there's a ovular table for y'all to sit at, and then a bigger stand that is on the horizontal wall where there is a man standing. And on each side of this man, there are two individuals that are all much more fancily dressed. The man that's standing in the middle, you can only assume him to be Lucas. And he's pretty tall. He has a beard. He is human in appearance, that you can tell. And he's just standing with his arms behind his back. He has not moved, and he has not said anything. The two individuals to his right, there's one lady that is wearing what looks to be a gown with a fur trim. Her outfit is like blue and white. Looks very much like fucking stereotypical Ice Witch vibe. She has long black hair that falls in a very thick braid that she has pulled over her shoulder. And she's wearing very detailed, very glittery blue makeup. And standing next to her is a small, and she looks elven in appearance, by the way, but she doesn't have like the elven ears, but she does have a very gaunt, sort of longer features, but her ears just don't come to that point. They kind of do, but very small. So maybe a half elf. And there's a lady sitting next to her that is a gnome who has a buzz-cut shaved head that is like, you can kind of tell that it's purple, and she has big red eyes, and she's wearing a three-piece suit with like a bunch of metal adornments on it, and she has her hands crossed in front of her. And then the two people on the other side of him are all wearing like really fancy, over-the-top, like wizard's robes, like ridiculously over the top, many fucking layers, many belts, many random ties in places, fucking ornate decorative like embroidery on the robes. Maybe it tells a story. It's like, who fucking knows? They're so over the top detailed. And both of them are wearing like the exact same outfit, but one of their outfits is white and blue and the other one's is white and red, and they both have hoods up. And you can see, like, their chins. And both of them have, like, bluish tinted skin. Can't quite tell what race they are. And they're also standing, kind of, like, whispering amongst each other. And Lucas waits for the lot of you to get a little closer.
And closer we get.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, please, sit.
We all sit.
So it is, I have it in my records, and he like flips a page in a book, and he goes, that a lot of you are the ones who reported the dragon attack at the encampment to the south.
Aye.
That is correct.
Alright. And you told me that there were no survivors, correct?
Correct.
And you had one of your messengers, I don't care your relation, send me all of their ID cards, any of their possessions that you were able to get off of them that would have told me who they were, family belongings, etc., correct?
Correct.
Chrono Harris does pull out the tattered IDs and whatnot, as well as the amulet from the one person, which has all been mended together by him. Then he will slide it over wordlessly.
Olga, go fetch that for me. And the gnome lady gets up and she walks forward and retrieves the items and then sets them on his stand. And he goes, yes, thank you. So, I see that you are a group of adventurers. Are you a long-standing group?
Oh, it's that obvious, is it? Right. How long have we known each other again?
No, we are not a long-standing group.
I believe it's
2 weeks.
exactly 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Right, that long.
Ah, so you've been traveling together for only 2 weeks. Interesting. Well,
Feels like fucking years.
Yep, and I ran out of fresh ingredients just the other day too, so if that can be rectified at some point, that's more targeted towards the party rather than the man.
he's like looking between the lot of you, and you see this look of like, oh, fucking God. Okay, so I'm led to believe that you want to be the solution to this dragon problem.
Fuck no.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Well, here's why I'm asking. I did take the liberty to get some guards out there to try and handle the problem, and, well, you see him reach under his stand and pull out a helmet that very obviously still has a head in it, and it is completely frozen and black with frostbite. And he sets it on the stand and goes, "That was the results of me sending out guards. And other trained fighters."
Did any of them make it back?
Absolutely not.
Do we have any
How'd you-
more information about the worm?
Well, he takes the head and then puts it back to wherever the fuck he got it from, and he goes, "We know one thing. Its lair is not within Lysince. Something is drawing it over here and making it linger, and then it leaves." Now here's the thing about this. As much as I would love to send a bunch of very young, brave souls into their deaths, I don't really believe that to be just. I have a few of my council members here with me, and I believe that they can give you some insight into how they believe we can handle this situation. In which case, I need to make a roll!
Chess, if you would refresh my memory, the griffin we saw, which was like a sentry griffin, was that a part of the dragon who sent it out, or a part of another griffin?
That was part of another creature.
Got it.
It is known that there is a legendary griffin that resides in Lysince that makes miniature griffins that are like effectively made out of ice that go out and do dirty work for it, if you could call it dirty work.
Simulacrums of itself.
Yes.
No, is it not mythical?
I mean,
Last time you said its existence was unproven.
I mean, I use the words interchangeably. It's not proven. It's all like, oh, I think I saw it. Oh, I think I know where it is. I think I fought a version of it. It's all...
It's a cryptid.
Yes.
Got it.
So, that's what I got in my roll. Give me it. Oops, I scrolled too far. And what did I roll it? So, Lucas, like, looks between his council members, and the gnomish woman actually speaks up, and she goes, pardon my intrusion, Lucas. I think I have some good insight. And he goes, carry on. And she goes, so, obviously, the lot of you do not really have a reputation throughout Lysince, or really anywhere. I don't know who any of you are. And in order for us to believe it, you need a reputation around Kelmra to be known as great heroes and to take on something such as this. We know who the twins are, and she, like, looks at the twins seemingly uncaringly. And she goes, but as a group, no idea. So, I am willing to make you an offer. While I do reside in Lucas Stonewell's court, I'm actually not from Lysince. I'm from Farwood. And I recently transferred over from Farwood to Lysince proper. I've been here for about a year. Something I know about Farwood is despite it being the home of the Knights of Palor, Farwood definitely needs some help. I don't know what your personal gripes are. I don't really care. I don't know what you're trying to achieve in your own lives. However, reputation gains you favors, and favors gain you more work, and work gains you fame. Fame gains you more favors. And a reputation gives you everything. So,
Reverie is visibly confused, trying to follow that train of logic. He's like,
So you're saying we can accrue a reputation in Farwood as a means of furthering our own ends?
Indeed. Considering the fact that the dragon goes in that direction, which would mean that it could go either to Farwood or to Northreath, they might also be having an issue with the same creature, and you could possibly find some more leads than you would find here. As Lucas very boldly stated, the dragon does not reside within Lysince despite its icy nature. She, looks down, and you can tell that she's looking underneath his stand, and she, gulps and goes, so, if that is something that appeases you, I'm sure I'm not the only one in the court that has something to say about something going on somewhere or other. That is one of your options. Garner a reputation and come back to us.
And, can I ask a clarifying question just to make sure that I'm following along?
What's up?
So what she is proposing for us is right now, they only have so much information about the dragon, and so the best thing for us would be to go down to Farwood, gain a reputation, and then while we're there, we may learn more about the dragon anyway. So it's not like she's being like, you do not have enough experience to take on this quest.
I think that's exactly what she's doing.
Is that what she's doing, or is she being like...
Oh no, hold on, finish your clarifying question.
Right, I mean, I want to make sure we're not running into a video game experience wall, but instead she's being like, hey, we don't have all the answers, why don't you go down to Farwood and do some work, and then we'll find out, from you, as well as what's going on?
Yes.
So she's not being like, we're withholding information.
Yeah. They're basically
question.
saying, listen, we sent out guards to go take care of it while it was here. They all died. We don't want that to happen to you. However, you have a better experience with it than we do because y'all were around right after something happened and didn't die. And we noticed that it is going in this direction, so if you go to this place and see if they have problems and gain a reputation with them, you'll probably be more equipped to be hired to take on this job.
Perfect. So she's not like, we know the location of the dragon and we're not going to tell you, Scrubs, because you're only level 5. She's being like, it's left. It's gone.
Yeah, actually, Reverie,
Okay.
make me an insight check.
Sure. Great at these. Hey, it's not bad. Total of 16.
So, Reverie, again, it is your thing to listen to people, and you can tell that, the way she talks, albeit confusing, is just kind of, her own thing. That's just how she speaks. But you can get a sense that what she's trying to say is that their efforts have meant nothing, and you're on equal grounds of your knowledge. They do know that it fucking left. It doesn't live in Lysince, so it's finding interest to come back and forth, and she's offering that if you go to Farwood and help them with some of their problems, that it might aid you in learning more to not only report back to them, but solve the problem.
Gotcha. And in the meantime, she's willing to set us up as well, so if we say no to this, we're at a net 0 instead of having a gain. Got it. Okay.
What's up?
Charybdis at this point is going to chime in and say,
An excellent suggestion, and we certainly appreciate it. However, that is, as I'm sure you know, not necessarily the purpose for our visit today.
Then go on, and she sits down.
As you know, my brother and I hold an estate outside of the city limits. Not far, but it is defensible and fortified against outside intrusions. Now, as per my letter to Mayor Stonewall, we request a small detachment of the guard to watch over the estate in my absence, as it is very important that it remain undisturbed by such a creature if it happens to be searching for knowledge.
Yes, I did want to discuss that with you. The other goings-on were something that you did show interest in pursuing other protections, but we have gone over that. I am fine with assigning you guards to monitor your estate.
I appreciate that, Mayor. Truly.
However,
and of course, in exchange,
oh, go ahead.
Your guards will have access to my servants and keeping them well fed, their morale up, as well as if you needed to house other individuals there in the time being, so long as they stay in the outer buildings of the manor, that is acceptable.
Yes. I have already written up the grant. I was going to go over it with you today. And
Excellent.
You see him hold up like a scroll, and he unrolls it, and he goes, "The Mobius estate will receive 2 units of guards that rotate within day and night. Some of them will be staying overnight in week-long rotations. This is under the agreement that the guards will be fed, entertained, and well-maintained for the duration. And these rotations of guards will last for as long as the agreements are met, and or until the crisis that struck up such agreement has been terminated." Does that sound correct?
Yes, indeed. Terms are, of course, acceptable, and I appreciate your prudence and promptness in all of this.
Yes, now, there was one more thing I wanted to discuss with you on this matter. I know that I told you that Victor himself would be willing to meet up with you in about a month. There is a slight problem.
And what is that?
Well, I believe that we came off on the wrong foot and that we brought up all these things about reputation and whatnot. Victor does not see fit meeting up with adventurers that do not have a reputation.
She nods and says, "Frankly, this was expected, but I appreciate the kind gesture notifying him either way. Frankly, so long as he knows that a dragon is attacking his sovereign land, then is really all I care about."
Yes, and you know, with all the legal things going on and the overseers poking their heads into Lysince politics, that, well, Victor's head is a bit clouded.
And he received the message?
Indeed.
And I'm glad to know that there is no information block from the overseers and myself. Very well. We shall heed your request. I had means of going to Farwood anyway. We are currently searching for something in our own, so might find something there anyway.
Definitely.
I assume you did not take the liberty of sending word ahead on this matter.
How do you mean?
I simply am asking if our presence is expected.
No. In the graces of Farwood, you will seem like an adventurer party seeking work. Though, considering Farwood's nature, they are always open.
This is appreciated.
Yes, as Lysince's, well, relationship with Farwood can be described as rocky at times. We're all aligned under the Pentacle Armistice, so.
Indeed. And I assure you that with our services rendered, and at the very least, my brother and I, proclaiming our residency and permanent home within Lysince, they will see it as a great favor, you sending us their way. Should strengthen political relations.
Indeed. He, looks away from Charybdis and to the rest of the party and goes, do the rest of you have any questions?
Colonel Harris has been eyeing the robed fellows, and he says, "Who are they?" Nodding over to the wizards.
No, yes. He, looks over to them and goes, well, don't be rude, introduce yourselves. And the one in the red robes nudges the other one with his elbow kind of hard, and the other one goes, Yes. My name is Frederick, and this is my steadfast companion. And he, like, looks at him, and the other one goes, I apologize. My name is... Sorry about that, I literally forgot the second guy's name. He goes, my name is Pallas.
Would Colonel Harris know their affiliations based on this?
Make me a history check.
Yes,
Also, can we get the spellings for those names?
Yeah, I'm gonna send them right now.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put them in, references. I'm
that
also
is
gonna give you all
not
the names of all the people.
Good. That is a 12.
You said a 12?
Yes.
Colonel Harris, you kind of look them over, and they already seem to make a point that they're not showing much of their, like, appearance. Like, you can't really see their face. You can tell that they have blue-tinted skin. You can tell that they're not maybe aligned with the Overseers, but even then, Overseers have initiates that aren't quite within the faction, but work for them nonetheless. So it could be that. Otherwise, they could also be assumed to be Winterbane's court wizards. So there's a few selections as to who these men are.
Yeah. Not taking his eyes off them, he asks, "Are they your court wizards?"
Pallas is. Frederick is Pallas's student.
I see. And he seems content.
And then also, pardon my rudeness, this lovely woman over here, and he gestures to the lady with the black hair and kind of icy appearance. This is Yvetta.
And she is?
She is my... well, she is my wife. But she is also Winterbane's elected treasurer. And Yvetta waves. Very, like, you know, like, princess on a fucking parade float, that weird whooshy, hand is mostly closed wave. She does that shit.
Are there any other questions then, or shall we be concluding our meeting?
I should ask, though there is slim chance of approval, are there any sort of, amenities you need in your departure from Lysince whenever you decide to proceed with so?
Oh shit. Colonel Harris wants money and spellbooks. Can Colonel Harris turn to Charybdis and in sibling language give the "I want money and spellbooks" sign?
That pig Latin?
I do believe that Charybdis says, given the circumstances, I think it would be prudent if, rather appropriate, if perhaps we could get a small monetary sponsorship for this endeavor, as we are trying to solve a problem for all of Lysince.
Yvetta. And she goes, oh, yes, that would be my, realm of expertise, I suppose. Well, I can offer you a group-wide grant. It would be dispensed among the lot of you individually. It would be spread out from the grand sum. You see her take out the tiniest pair of fucking spectacles you've ever seen in your life. And she puts them on her sort of like long pointy nose, and she looks at some papers on her stand, and she goes, and you like see her like whisk her fingers, and a pen like rises from the thing and starts writing, and she goes, yes, that math checks out. What sort of provisions, and the pen is like still writing, are you inquiring about? Food, water, knowledge, research?
Aye, precious food you've got, if possible, please.
Lady Reverie will helpfully hold up the pot that she's been holding the entire time.
I don't know what that means. And she like looks to someone to answer a question. She just goes, well, you get to see with the calculations and one's reputation and, I could probably issue a 1,200 gold grant, which I unfortunately know that it doesn't seem like a lot. However, all things considered statistically.
No, this provision is more than acceptable. Thank you very much. I have one other request as well. Charybdis looks to the woman who basically recommended that we go to Farwood, who is...
Olga.
By the way. Who is Olga?
Yes.
Let me just write that down on my notes real quick.
I did put it in references, so all the spelling is like there and
Thank
stuff.
You. We'll look to her and say, as this is your former homeland, and at the very least, my brother and I are known in Lysince, being nobility, could you perhaps issue us a letter of recommendation?
I can do my best.
Or at the very least, a slip of paper that said, I'm sending these nobodies your way, and hopefully you can make something of them. That is perfectly acceptable as well.
That'll be about the best I can do. Considering that I am an official councilwoman, it is part of my responsibility to also ensure that the lot of you prove your upstanding by some capacity.
Of course. Perfectly understandable.
Yeah, at most you'll be able to slip this, and she picks up a piece of paper and, like, starts writing down. At most you'll be able to issue this to the guard, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction.
Precisely, and also not have it look sketchy that a bunch of heavily armed individuals walked into their city.
Absolutely. And she like looks at this piece of paper and looks at how far away y'all are from, and then she looks at Yvette and goes, can you? And Yvette goes, of course.
If I may, I have this. Charybdis is going to click tick, if you will, and have him just hover over and grab the letter and bring it back.
And Yvette like starts clapping her hands like, oh, that's wonderful.
One last order of business.
Lucas pipes up and goes, yes.
I know that my former entreatments for the knowledge of this court have been denied, so I will ask again in person to look upon some of the resources here before we go.
Are you asking me to look into your research another time, Chrono Harris?
I am asking for access to your library as well as Palace's research.
Palace like perks up. He goes, my research?
Would Chrono Harris know anything about Palace's work?
considering the fact that he is a, like, the court wizard, you would excuse me, sorry, I know how to talk. You would know that he kind of is a catch-all kind of guy. Of course, he does many things, but you do know that he is, class-wise, an evocation wizard.
Yeah, he's asking to see the spell books and shit, and look through the books in the library to see if there's anything relevant.
Palace would interrupt Lucas as he's about to say something. Like, Lucas kind of looks like a little, like, perturbed, like a little annoyed, and Palace goes, oh, da. This is my vein of work, Mr. Stonewell. How about this, Chrono Harris? And you see him, like, he steps down from the stand and walks up to the table, and seemingly out of nowhere, 3 books are, like, floating in front of them, and he sets them on the table in front of Chrono Harris. And he leans forward, sort of daintily, and goes, and he, like, folds his hands over one another and, like, rests them on his torso, and he kind of leans over his own arms and goes, pick one.
Chrono Harris, without breaking eye contact, will take the middle book and put it away.
Excellent. And, like, he snaps his fingers and the 2 other books disappear, and he goes, Chrono Harris, this is my personal, belief in you. I, unfortunately, am never the one tasked to look over your research, so I am telling you now that these books are from my personal study, and until today, I have been the only one who's touched them.
Oh. Chrono Harris's expression softens. I will look into it with care. Thank you.
Of course. Magic carries in the air, Chrono Harris. I can sense good magic from miles away. So, maybe after you get some of this work done and gain a reputation, maybe we can work something out about your research being, well, funded. And he walks back up to his stand and then doesn't say another word.
Yeah, okay. Anyone else, or are we good to go? Going once, going twice.
Can I have a hug?
Winfrey's just gonna make them do their do her grocery shopping for her.
They
Yeah.
would do that, but Yvette does issue each of you a tiny little... She basically each hands y'all a little coin purse with, like, whatever little piece of paper that needs to go with the grant work and goes, good luck!
You said 1,200 gold again?
So it's 1,200 divided by 5. The overall... So the grant was offered to your group. So the group gets 1,200.
Got it. Everyone gets 240.
Yep.
And that's 240 in platinum.
Gold.
Gold. I was gonna say that she gives it to you in whatever would make it the least amount of coins.
I mean, that would be platinum.
Yeah, so...
So that'd be 24 platinum.
Yeah, so... Yeah, okay. So the little purses have 24 platinum in them.
Sick.
And then Lucas, like, waves his arms and goes, meeting adjourned.
Yeah,
Thank you
Chrono
for your
Harris will
time.
stand and take his leave.
Credis will stand curtsy and take her leave.
Reverie waves on the way out.
Yeah, and the moment you breach the doors, they immediately close behind you.
Oh, god damn it, the fucking handle hit me in the ass.
Oh, hold on. Let me help you with your tail.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's there. Both in the game and out.
Right.
Alrighty. So, need to do some shopping, and then we can head for Farwood.
Yeah, also, just send me lists of what you need. For actually, you know what? Where the fuck are you? Let me
Before it just
fucking...
needs anything.
Can we just assume we get what we need and head off?
I think that's what they're saying.
Yes.
To Farwood.
As we do go, though, I do make sure that I find Chronoheris at some point, and I give you 8 platinum. I say, I think that's everything I owe you. And then, if he doesn't say anything, I will then find Charybdis, give her 8 platinum, say, I think that's everything. Should be even.
Just holds up a hand and says, "You already paid me, Reverie. Here, take these back."
Oh. And here's one for you. She gives you a platinum, so I'm pretty sure I owed you something. It's fine.
Alright.
Charybdis realizing that it would just be easier to take the money than argue with Reverie.
And you also give them their 75 gold I gave them.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Chrono Bobo is gonna take that. He's impoverished.
You're welcome, buddy.
But okay. Yeah, we're off. From here on forth, the horses in the carriage will be replaced with phantom steeds. So, how much ground do we need to cover?
What are those?
It's a spell.
Just how much distance is there between Winterbane and Farwood in miles?
Ow, fuck. A fly just tried to fly into my eye.
Me?
That rhymed like 3 times.
Okay, so that would be depending entirely on which city in Farwood you want to go to.
I mean, probably Pelor, right?
Yeah.
We'll just start at the top one and work our way down.
Well, like, that's the thing, is, like, that is genuinely an option. You can go to any of the 3 cities.
Pelor would have the most amount of potential connections, but...
Yes, it is the middlemost country, middlemost city, and it is the capital city.
Yeah, the only issue is I can't think of a problem with that plan, so I guess that's what we're gonna do.
So, based on the map, and based on the amount of time it took us to get from Valier to Firefall, it's about between like 120 and 150 miles.
Cheddar?
With,
But maps are also wonk, because they're
yeah.
not always to scale.
Yeah, map isn't fully to scale so that I can include details, so let me actually... it would probably take you about 6 to 7 days to get there.
How many miles is it? This is very important.
Typically you can travel, 24 miles in a day, but we go for 10, so we can go 30 miles in a day.
Chaz,
so
please just tell me how many miles it is.
That's what I'm figuring out for you, my guy.
No!
So it's about 180 to 210.
Yeah, about 210 miles is what I was going to say, but I was letting Minnow finish.
Thank you.
Got
I needed to do my math to validate my college degree.
Are we traveling at a fast pace?
We would be traveling at a fast pace, yes. So, with Phantom Steed, pretty much what happens is Chronoheris, he is now, instead of driving the cart, he seems to be fucking around with his hands and shit, and he's manifesting these unstable, looks like horses, which travel in very non-Euclidean ways. Like, the sound of their hoof steps does not match up to the motion, and
I like hoof steps, it sounds funny.
And yes, they sometimes seem to be going in the wrong direction, considering the momentum they are carrying the cart in, but they are quite fast. And since we're gonna need about, I'm gonna say 5 of these. Yeah. And 13 miles. Okay, so the steeds can travel 13 miles in an hour at a fast pace. So 210 divided by 13, it will take us 16 hours to get there with the steed.
steeds are fast.
They are very facet. The trade-off is that Chrono Harris has to constantly be ritual casting to keep them up.
Yeesh.
So it will take us 2 travel days to get there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing of note. Do y'all sell your old horses?
Do we want to sell them or do we want to keep them?
So
If
do you
there's
guys
a
have
reason to
stables
sell them.
at your manor?
We have stables, but do we need them?
We don't
I'd
need
rather have
them. We don't need them right now, but like, I mean, not to be morbid, but these phantom steeds rely on Chrono Harris, like, being able to cast this spell.
True.
So if Homeboy gets chomped, we don't want to be stranded in the middle of fucking nowhere.
So
You're not gonna have the horses though.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like if you can have horses at your estate, it's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them.
Yeah, we'll keep the
Yeah.
horses.
Okay. I was just like, I didn't want to just yada yada the fact that you guys just abandoned horses.
Fuck you, horses. I tell Bartleby I'll meet him there and to take his time. So he's not keeping up.
Yeah, and we are off.
Cool.
So we are going to have to take one long rest on the road, though, right?
Yeah, at least one.
Cool.
I like to imagine that the cart was screaming the whole way there. It's not built for this speed.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's
Played
great.
some Eurobeat.
So, I almost tried my D4.
Damn, phantom steeds are fast.
Yeah, so for the first maybe like 4 or 5 hours of your trip, it's pretty normal. You're breezing through, the steeds are a lot faster than your other horses. Lysince seems pretty barren. It's pretty barren during the daytime. At some point during your travels, during like in the halfway point of the first day, you hear directly in the direction you're going, very suddenly Actually, no. Everybody, roll me perception checks real quick.
Perception, you said?
Yeah, and then put the rolls in the chat for me.
Good.
Sorry for me stuttering
Since
around
we're traveling at a
myself.
fast pace, do we have disadvantage?
Does that normally give you disadvantage?
Well, normally we would just use passive perception and get a -5, which is the equivalent of having disadvantage.
Yep.
I would suppose.
Cool. Who has the best perception in our party? It's Winfrey, right?
Fuck no.
Yeah,
My
mine's-
perception is a +3.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh,
Chrono Harris is a +4.
Better than Maria's.
I think is +4 the highest. Yeah.
Mine.
And Chrono Bobo.
I think so.
Hey, 20 again.
Actually, y'all are tripleting.
Exactly.
So, Chrono Harris, as you're driving, you start to hear a... Sorry, a fly just tried to fly into my mouth. That's why I'm stuttering so much, by the way, is there's flies landing on me in weird places, and it's making me not able to focus. Because I live near a swamp. Okay. Get off of me. Cool. So, Chrono Harris, as you're going, you start to hear a lot of commotion in front of you. You can't quite see it yet because you're going through some woodsy area, but you hear loud noises like people shouting. And you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. So people shouting is a bit weird, and you hear like weird creature-like sounds. I'm not saying like it's just I don't know how to do general like herbivore animal noises, so bear with me on this, but just like just like people shouting, and some sound like they're trying to give directions, and this is like maybe about 200 feet in front of you.
100 feet? Yeah, Cornelius will have whoever is driving stop, and you will cease his ritual casting. And he is going to look through Dr. Agartha's sight, have him fly up and look over.
Yeah, so you have him fly over, and are you looking through his vision, or are you waiting for him to report back?
Looking through his vision.
And you see quite a few, maybe like 5 or 6 armored individual riding on what looked to be... I'm gonna grab an image. I'm gonna grab a picture.
They're riding on it?
There's 6 people riding on their own of this creature, but I have to look up. I'm getting a picture before I say the name of the creature. I'm gonna put this in references. They're riding Parasaurolophuses.
Ah, all of them?
All of them. Or the 6 people. Again, and they're in heavy, gleaming armor.
Is it consensual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, the Parasaurs have saddles, brittle, like, they are decked out to be ridden. And they are fighting something. And what you...
Fighting?
Remember that giant frost salamander you saw?
Oh god, it's back.
Yeah.
Right.
However, there's something weird about it from the last time you've seen it. It looks like its eyes are completely glazed over and have been completely replaced with, like, actual chunks of ice.
Oh, fuck that.
Alright. Yeah, Chrono Harris will report on this. As he dismounts from the carriage, he turns to Charybdis. Can talk, watch the carriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is going to dismount all of the phantom steeds and make sure they are lined up for everyone to get on. And wordlessly, he will begin riding toward the salamander.
Does Colonel Harris tell everyone what he saw going on?
Yes.
Okay. Did a lot of you get on a phantom steed and follow? Is that what he implied, that he wanted them to also get on horses?
Yeah, he lined them up, and then he got on his own, and he left.
What's the movement speed for the phantom steeds?
They have a 100 foot movement speed.
Dang.
Damn. All right. Fair enough.
Sucks to suck, Marley.
Yeah.
You're
Chris will
being
hop on a
used
phantom
again.
steed.
Yeah, so as the lot of you approach, you see 2 out of the 6 people, by the way, have been, like, they're injured, and you see them, like, one of them has, like, their whole, like, left arm has been completely enshrouded in ice, and they're leaning over their mount, trying to, like, get their shit together, barely remaining conscious. And another one has just this gaping wound in his stomach, to where it's broken, it's fucking shattered his armor, and you hear the 4 people remaining vigilant just shouting, "Go left! I'll run up the middle! Don't let it breathe on you!"
Got it. Can we all assume that we are entering this combat?
Yeah, by all means. Fucking everyone roll me initiative.
Hey.
Also, I'm going to cast Major Armor on my way there as well.
Groove, is this like Syndra's where you have a rest cast thing you do every day?
Okay, looking at initiative, looking at initiative, looking at initiative. Okay, so I need to roll. We'll start from highest, so. I don't think there's ever going to be a combat in this game, unless it's a super big boss. But I haven't rolled this boss's fucking thing yet, where Chrono Harris isn't first. Okay.
To be fair, Chronergy wizards get a very fat bonus to their initiative.
I'm sure. I don't know, I kind of see it as like when creatures in video games have like a, oh, you're faster than everybody thing. Like a quick time thing, like since they're timey-wimey wizards, they get to go, they get priority. I get it, I think it's cool that they did that. But
yeah,
just...
if memory serves, you get to add your intelligence to your initiative, right?
Yeah, Chrono Harris is adding his intelligence as well as a d8, and when he is maintaining it, guidance.
So...
As we went into this, Chrono Harris would put Emboldening Bond on himself, Charybdis, and Winfrey.
I forget what Emboldening Bond does.
Alright, you don't get it. Himself? No, okay. Check, it's somewhere.
Is it gonna be pinned somewhere?
I'll find it.
Okay.
And I will also, on the way in, cast Blast on... Who has it right now? We'll go Maria, myself, and... Everyone else has something, right? We'll do Maria, myself, and also Winfrey.
I'm liking these buffs. Keep them coming.
I like the DPS to be buffed.
One more. I need to roll. There we go. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't put this one down. Okay, disregard that. Fuck you. All of you approach at super quick speed to this ongoing fight, and you see that this salamander doesn't seem to be hurt quite yet, but 2 out of the 6 people here are. And as you get closer, you can see once again that its eyes have literally crystallized, and every time you see it like attack one of the night-looking individuals, that the eyes just burst with the blue energy for a second, and this creature looks pissed. And actually...
It would be 2 of my eyes were ice.
Yeah, and you see one person sort of like block the attack with a greatsword, and she looks over her shoulder at the lot of you approaching and goes, "Please, don't get involved! We don't want you getting hurt!" And then like you see her like nimbly like dodge with her mount out of the way of one of the creature's strikes.
Chas, would Chrono Harris remember how fast this thing is? Like its move speed?
Make me a survival check.
Okay. That's pretty good. That's a 19?
Yeah, thank you for giving me time to bring up the stat block.
Of course.
Its speed is 30.
Oh!
No, it's not. No, this app is fucked. I forgot. Now I have to actually look up the fucking stat block for that thing.
I was gonna say.
Well, because I also think it has a burrow speed. Okay, its speed is 60 feet.
Got it. Does it burrow?
You know, I mentioned that, and then I didn't look at it when I went.
It does.
It does? Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, I forgot that in this app that I use to keep track of my creatures that the movement speed stuff is broken, so it just lists everything.
Yeah. Chrono Harris sees this, and looking through the world lines with the many possibilities, he is going to begin belting out orders, mainly telling the knights to back up and tend to their wounded, as well as for his allies to try and keep a distance on this thing. Preferably 70 feet. And, yeah. Is he first in initiative?
Yes.
Got it. He's gonna get within 60 feet, cast a web on it, and then back up.
Alright. And do I only need to make the save for that on the creature's turn? Or immediately?
Yes. You will make it on the creature's turn.
Okay. Cool. So that means that it is the first nightly... Oh, go ahead.
Bonus action? You said there was a knight within 5 feet of it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, before Corneris backs up, he is going to get a little closer, and... Oh no, that doesn't work. Never mind. Yeah, he leaves.
Okay. So it is the first knight's turn, which ironically is the one who's right in its shit. That hits. Where are they? Am I using the right thing? I'm not. If this thing doesn't get off of my face, holy shit, I'm going to have a mental breakdown.
Corneris is chilling within 60 feet of it. For accounting's sake.
Yeah, so you see her parasaur, like, rear up on its back legs, and she goes, ah! And slashes, using her sword, one-handed, just slashes at this thing. And you see, like, a pretty good-sized wound appear on its chest, and it just goes, and, like, kick up snow at her as a response. That means, Charybdis, it is your turn.
Charybdis, the wire sphere is once again going to extend into the staff. I am going to get within... I'm going to get within 60 feet of this thing. I'm actually going to get within 30 feet of it. And I am going to expend a first level spell slot to cast Grease on the creature's position. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw, or it will fall prone.
That's a 16?
That succeeds. But the grease will remain, and if it ends its turn there, or moves into the area, we'll have to make that save again. And that's all I can do this turn.
Alright. So it is the second nightly person's turn, and he, now that other people are there to distract, is actually gonna, you see him turn around on his parasaur and rush over to the two injured people, and you see him, like, very suavely hop off of his mount and, like, kneel next to one and, like, hold his wrist, like, hold his other wrist and, like, hold up his hand and start healing his comrades.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be all for his turn. Oh, it's now the salamander's turn.
Dex save, please.
Yep. 17?
Silvery barbs.
17 again? I rolled 2 16s.
I'm also gonna silvery barbs that, actually.
Hey. Time
Okay,
and space.
20 not nat.
Wow. Fuck. Yeah, no, that sucks.
How far away are we? Wait, what was this?
This is save against web.
Nope, sorry, I can't do anything.
Darn, that sucks. Okay.
Alright. Let me see. Let me picture this in my head. If Dude Bro's right here, one bitch is right here, another bitch is right here, and another bitch is right here. Two people are down here injured, that guy's helping. All of you came up right here, not necessarily arranged in that order, but you like waltzed up right there. Sorry, by the way, this was a random encounter, hence why I don't have a map for it. So if he did... Okay, if he did a 60-foot cone, it would... Okay. So... Body Dotty everybody and these three motherfuckers need to make me a con save.
I'm good.
Oh, these people are so lucky. Actually, no. These two don't pass. This one does.
Are we within, No, never mind.
Oh yeah, anyone who's within 10 feet of me gets plus 5 to their save. Yes, it matters. No, if I'm smack dab in the middle, I can get everyone.
I love you right now.
Because there's two people on each side of me. But I'm also blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Who are you within 10 feet of, Rev?
Everybody.
It should be, if I'm smack dab in the middle and y'all are right next to me, then I can get everyone.
Okay.
Well,
Because we all moved up at the same time.
yeah.
Although horses are also large size, so maybe not everyone. Because horses take up more space, so y'all would have to give me more space. I will say whoever thinks that they would be next to Lady Reverie in the middle will get it.
I will assume that Chrono did not get it.
Okay.
So you can affect two people?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say Charybdis and Maria. Why not?
Yeah. Alright.
And their horses.
Even if some of you barely did so, you still pass, so this will still only be half damage. Where are my d10s? Why don't I know where my d10s are at any given time?
Where's Winfrey's roll?
Winfrey, where's your roll?
My initiative roll?
No, your con
Con
save.
save.
Oh, my con save. Dude, I'm so stupid.
You remember to level up to level 5, right?
Yeah, actually, we're levels 12 now. I don't know if you knew.
Oh man. No, I'm behind.
Holy shit, that was bad.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Okay, so...
You have Bless and Emboldening Bond, keep in mind.
Yeah, I know. I rolled a 1 on both d4s.
Wow, yeah, that was terrible.
That's with the plus 5 on top of that. It was a 3 on the d20.
You have 10 Constitution?
No, I rolled a 3 on the d20, plus 1 for the d4, plus 1 for the other d4, plus 5 for Lady of Reverie's thingy.
And your con mod.
My con mod is 0.
So
You actually didn't get my plus 5 thingy anyway, so you got a 5 instead.
Oh, that's even worse then.
I'm not concentrating on anything because grease is not a concentration spell.
What is this divided by 2? Is it rounded down or up?
I don't know.
Always
Yeah.
round down.
Always round down? Okay, so...
Always round down except for when you don't, is the rule.
So... God, this is a lot of fucking damage. I rolled really high. Winfrey, you take 27 points of cold damage. Everyone else takes 13.
Youch.
as this thing, like, fucking whips its head and just goes, and this fucking beam of ice comes out of its mouth. And as it's doing that, the icy eyeballs are, like, fucking flashing with blue energy. And that will be all for its turn, which means Reverie, it is your turn.
Ouch. I was told to stay away from it, so I'm going to. I don't have any ranged spells, I don't believe. Zero.
Listen, don't
You don't
let
have
other
any
people tell you how to
javelins?
live your life.
No, I believe it or not, I don't want to fucking run away from everyone when I'm giving you a +5 to your saves. Yeah, I will go ahead and I'll pull out my light crossbow and I will prop it up using my right arm to stabilize it. Firing with my left hand, I will shoot a bolt. That's 18 minus 1, 17.
That hits.
Holy shit, y'all. Takes 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay, what was the piercing damage? Sorry, I saw my glasses on the floor and panicked. I thought they were broken.
5 piercing damage. And then for her bonus action, she will chill.
She will chill. Alright.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. So yeah, that's it.
So it's armored person.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing? I should be healing. Oh well.
And he's gonna fucking poke it. He fucking missed. What a failure. I should say poke it. They're all using the same fucking stat block, so I just used what I did for her, but he fucking missed. So, what a failure. That means Winfrey, it is your turn.
Can I also ask a disruptive question? Are our horses dead? Because they have 13 HP.
I will check. Da-da-da. They take a minute to dispel. So it's not like it would fall off of them. Da-da-da. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Spell ends. Yeah, if it takes any damage, the spell ends. So we have it's gradually fading, and it will be gone in 1 minute. I don't know if this means we can still control it while it's fading, or if it stays still. That is a DM domain.
I would assume that since the spell is actively dispelling, they're not able to be controlled, because it's like in the process of... Because a minute is usually like most things are like, oh yeah, combats usually only last a minute, so I think that they wouldn't explain how long it takes if they were meant to be continual used. I think that's more of like, you have this amount of time to get off of it.
Hmm.
So it's my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna Vampiric Touch the bitch that just blew stupid fucking cold shit all over me.
Alright.
So...
Is that a save for me at all?
No, there's no save. It's a spell attack, so that's gonna be 17 to hit.
That hits.
So it takes 9 points of necrotic damage and I heal for 4. I should have Hexblades cursed it for the extra healing, but it's whatever.
I mean, even if it wouldn't apply to this attack, you can still use your bonus action to cast it, can't you?
Yeah, I'm still gonna use my bonus action to Hexblades curse this.
Hashtag curse.
So it is. Yeah. Hashtag cursed.
So you ran up to it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I want my health back, you bitch!
Pretty much, yeah.
Now I look like an asshole sitting back here with a crossbow like that.
There's no way in hell I was letting it get away with that.
Sorry. Alright, is that all for your turn, Winfrey?
Yeah.
Maria, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to blind it. Yeah. It needs to make a
I'm not using this dice.
Constitution saving throw.
Where'd my D20 go? I'm stupid. It was right in front of me. I know things. You said con save, right?
Yeah.
That is an 18.
Okay. It succeeds. Why does Salamandra have proficiency with con saves? I'm just gonna use my bonus action to give Reverie Bardic Inspiration.
Woohoo!
And that's it.
Alright, and it's the last person's turn. They're also gonna smack the shit out of it. That one hits. Why do I not know things? Is this right dice? Yes, it is. You know what? Fine. I'll just... Nope, there we go. There it is. Yay! That'll be the end of Armored Person's turn. Y'all can't even really see those two, so they're just kind of chilling, hitting it, and y'all can't even see it. Lol. Chrono Harris, it is your turn.
Bueller.
Oh no.
Dead.
Chronal shift. Hello? Hey.
Iconic?
Someone said something about me.
No, it's that someone said coronal shift and then you showed up.
Please make that all warpy and wonky.
Yeah, we're
We have fun here.
this is mildly counterintuitive, but also not. We're going to hit it with a ray of frost.
Oh, you want to slow it, but you don't care if it doesn't do damage.
It needs to be slow. Say 22 to hit
That hits.
for 7 cold damage.
Did it move after it breathed us, by the way?
Did not.
No.
Oh,
Apparently.
Needed to make another deck save against Grease.
Ah. And we give Chrono Heroes disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Give
14?
him disadvantage, we do.
14 fails. It's pro.
Hey, I'll do it again at disadvantage.
Yeah, sorry, homie.
That's fine.
Fine.
It still hits. Yeah, 7 cold damage, reduced by 10 feet.
Alright.
Does it take any damage from that, or is it immune?
It's immune.
Got it. Yeah. So as Chrono Harris concentrates on a past failed experiment, this cold seems to take over and form frostbite on its legs. And bonus action. Can't really pull it anywhere better. Yeah. Chrono Harris is going to command Dr. Agartha to give give Winfrey the help action and fly away.
Oh,
She will do. And Chrono Harris ends his turn.
Alright. So that means it is since it's prone now, melee attacks have advantage, right?
Correct.
Okay. Thank God. Because the other one was a nat 1. Jesus. I just had them. Okay, that's alright. That's not great damage, but that's alright damage. Alright, so that'll be the end. You see this woman, and she has, like, dark skin with a cute little, like, super curly bun at the back of her head, and it's, like, tied up with a, like, brilliant green ribbon, and she just goes, "Stop!" and just slashes it again, and it, like, again screeches and looks at her like, "You bitch." And she, like, looks over to Charybdis and winks.
Oh, okay.
And the second person Oh no, it's Charybdis's. Yeah, she just can't do anything else, so it's Charybdis's turn.
How far am I away from Winfrey at this point?
You wanted to be within 30 feet of it. Winfrey ran up. Winfrey, you went within melee distance, right?
Yeah, so I'm at least 5 feet away from it. Or at most 5 feet away from it, I should say.
25 feet!
Actually, I was 60 feet away.
You were 60 feet away, my bad. So, 60 feet away.
Yeah.
No, 55.
Something like that. I'm going to expend a 3rd level spell slot for haste on Winfrey, and I'm going to spend a sorcery point to double the range of that, because otherwise I can't get her with it.
Alright.
So,
Y'all are too fucking kind right now, god damn.
yeah, a clock mace appears on Winfrey's back and starts, like, spinning rapidly, and time seems to slow down around Winfrey, giving her more time to act. And then... I can't really do anything as a bonus action. We don't really have a lot to do there in Sorcerer Land. At least not without spending some serious resources. So I'm just going to use my movement to get 65 feet total away from this creature.
Alright, so... That's it for your turn?
Yep,
Who here has Bless on them currently? Because I know someone cast Bless.
I do.
It is myself, Maria, and I think Winfrey.
Yeah, it is.
I have an emboldening bone.
Yeah.
Alright, so you see the second person stand up from trying to heal the people. One of them, you actually... I forgot to mention this earlier. You see that, like, at the beginning of his turn... and he's an elven man with, like, short, kind of spiky brown hair and, like, a very nice, well-trimmed beard, and he's holding one of the bodies of one of his friends who, that fucking frost breath killed him as he was healing him. And so he just lays down the body gently and stands up and looks at the lot of you that joined the fight and goes, "Knock him dead!" And he himself, the first girl, and Charybdis now have Bless.
Sick.
And that'll be the end of his turn, because he's still trying to help.
Actually, quick note, DM. I did use my item interaction on my turn to switch from my staff to my crossbow.
Okay. Which makes it the Salamander's turn.
Dexterity saving throw.
Where's mine?
Does prone affect that? It does not, right?
It
don't
doesn't,
think so.
weirdly enough.
No. The only thing that does, I think, is being stunned, right? Stunned and paralyzed.
Restrained makes you auto-fail dexterity saves as well.
19.
19?
Motherfuck.
Fuck. Yeah, it will
How'd you
not
roll?
be restrained.
I'm sorry, it's fucking dex bonuses +1, but I rolled an 18. Sorry.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I am personally angry at the DM that this thing has rolled a 19.
So it's going to make 5 attacks.
All of them.
It is currently prone.
Yeah.
It is attacking while prone. Okay.
This thing don't give a fuck. It's going to make 4 of them at the one sword bitch, and then the last one at Winfrey.
Winfrey, don't forget your AC is increased by 2.
I'm very well aware.
That one does hit, so I can hit that. That one also hits. Oh,
You need to quit fucking playing with loaded dice.
they're not loaded. Come here. I'm not touching
The
them. Come here.
computer's waited.
I fucking hate you.
Disadvantage, still a natural 20.
Yeah, I rolled
Rigged.
2 natural 20s just now. Thankfully, this is on the last attack on the sword bitch, and it's not going at Winfrey. So I don't know
Yeah,
why.
that would kill me probably.
I'm imagining
depending on
that
how high
moment
it
in
gets.
El Dorado where the guy's like, "Show me 7." Okay.
Resolve your attack, pencil fucker.
Thankfully, Winfrey, you were not the person suffering from that natural 20. It is unfortunately this random knight, who's not very random, but like...
Better him than me.
Okay, so that's...
Hey Joey, can you say something for me?
Something for you.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The last one, however, is a... with disadvantage, a 19 to hit.
On me?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm a liar. No, I'm not. I read the wrong thing.
What's happening?
It's biting you.
What is it actually a 19 to hit?
Yeah. I rolled a 19 and then got a 10 and it has a +9.
Yeah. I don't really feel like taking another hit. I'm gonna shield that.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you just see this thing fucking, like, while it's wiggling on the ground, wave all of its arms, and, like, each fucking one of them smacks this fucking knight in the chest and in the face. And then it, like, kind of tries while wiggling on the ground to, like, lean over to bite you, too, to add extra, and you're just like, no. Actually, I want you to stop. And that is the end of the Salamander's turn. That makes it Reverie's turn.
Alright, Reverie, seeing her friend rush forward, will drop the crossbow, just unceremoniously on the ground, pull out her shield, and then grab onto the reins of the horse and go, yeah, and kick hard into its flanks, and it doesn't fucking move. And so then she looks down at it, and she says, Bartleby would have kept moving, and she gets off of the horse. And I'm going to have to use my action to dash, because I was up near Charybdis, who was 60 feet away, so I will have to dash up to it. And I will bonus action do nothing, because all my bonus actions are concentration, so that'll end my turn. But I want to be within 5 feet of Winfrey.
Alright. That makes it the third person's turn. They get advantage because it's prone. Oh, I just dropped the dice. I'm going to assume rolling a 17 was higher. Where's my dice? Winfrey, your turn!
Good. So using my regular action, I'm gonna use my vampiric touch to attack it one more time.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay.
Where did that dice go? Whatever,
I have
I'll worry
no
about it
idea
after the
what's.
meeting.
I do not know what I'm reading right now. Hold on.
Vampiric Touch is a melee spell attack, yeah?
Yeah, it's a melee spell attack. That is correct.
So you do have advantage.
Yup. So I think that's gonna be like too fucking high to count. Yeah, that's gonna be 30 plus if I roll the d4s.
Yeah, go for it.
And I only get one attack out of this. However, I am gonna pull out the greatsword. So I deal 10 points of necrotic damage and heal for 5. Oh, and actually, I heal for more than that. Hold on, because I think does Hexblade's Curse deal necrotic damage? I need to double check. I'm looking.
It just adds damage if memory serves.
It just adds damage. So that means that it actually takes 13 and I heal 6 because it's all the same damage type. And then Great Sword Swing. D4 is gonna make it 22 for the hit.
2 hit, yeah.
Okay. Chronal shit. Iconic, for real. That's gonna be 17 points of slashing damage.
This thing is less than halfway having a good time. Winfrey, when you, like, sap its life force and then slash it again, you fucking see that, like, the flickering in its eyes is starting to die down. And, oh god. And it is not having a good time. It is weakening.
Cool.
Anything else for your turn?
Action. Do I have a bonus action I can use? I don't believe so. So yeah, I'm done.
Alright, that means Maria, it is your turn.
Wait, I want to make this perfectly clear. Do you really want me to do that?
Yeah, I am pretty sure we can nuke it. So go ahead, yeah.
Speed run.
Okay. I am going to cast Fireball.
Do it!
I don't mean
worry,
to be
guys.
that guy,
It'll be fine. I have healing slots left. I can heal you if you die.
You can also aim at its big fucking noggin. Which
This is
above us.
I think its class size is huge, so like...
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you can
do
angle
it
it
so...
away.
Yeah, so it hits the least amount of people possible. So it needs to make a dex save.
5.
Okay, it takes 31 fire damage.
Nice.
No, it doesn't. You wanna know how much it takes?
Huh.
62.
It takes 62, which is exactly how much of its
Hell
health
yeah.
is left. How do you, tell me how it dies.
Woo!
Maria,
Nice.
tell me how it fucking dies.
Maria would probably have gotten off the horse and kind of backed up a bit, and seeing the how many people are kind of going down for this fucker, she's just gonna hold out her hands and a fucking strange red light comes from her hand, and then suddenly the fucking fireball just plops on top of it. Just hot water hitting a cold surface.
Yeah, this thing fucking turns into a boiled worm in the snow.
I thought you were gonna say goose.
Every day we boil goose. Yeah, this thing fucking incinaboils. It just fucking turns into a big cooked worm. Well, salamander, it's a lizard. And it fucking just, it's moving around, screaming, and then it goes, and just dies on the fucking spot.
Reverie is
Frightening.
rushing up don't worry, Winfrey, I'm coming! And then she gets up there and there's just this big ball of fire, and then the camera just sees her face is all blackened with soot.
Are any of these soldier peeps dying but alive?
One of them is. One of them, so
Yeah.
between the two injured ones, because there were 6 of them originally, one of them's just dead.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is dying but still alive and is kind of stabilized.
I would like to heal him whenever we get a chance right now.
And then
Good
the first night lady is pretty hurt.
But
If there's
not
any
dying.
small wildlife around, I would like to use them to heal myself with vampiric touch.
Horrifying.
I mean, I
More
could
like
also heal people.
iconic.
Carry around a bag of rats. Just reach into it whenever you want health.
Yeah,
Vampiric touch
then
doesn't last that long, otherwise it'd totally do it.
Living that Nosferatu life.
the night lady, she's not not dying, but she's her armor is nearly shattered. She's bloodied. She's one more hit and she probably would have gone down.
Do there seem to be any other threats on the battlefield at this point?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Charybdis is going to be fuck, and then switch back to her staff and run up to help people out.
Yeah. If we're out of initiative, I'll start doing immediate lay on hands to pop some people back up.
Yeah, the one guy that cast Bless on the people that didn't have it was lifting his dead friend onto his parasaur and tying up the friend that died's parasaur to his, and it's just shit. Hey everyone, this is your DM speaking, and thank you so much for watching the 22nd episode of RollBound. RollBound's episodes will premiere every other Monday on YouTube and Spotify. Be sure to follow us on Twitter @RollBoundPC for more updates, TTRGB content, and most of all, memes. Also, check out our community Discord server for fun discussions, previews of our content book, and more. Link in the YouTube description or on Twitter. RollBound's content book, Chess's Guide to Kelmer, is also in the works and will debut when we are sure it's ready. Hope everyone tunes in on the next episode when the party runs into an eerie but inviting detour on their way to Farwood. What could be waiting for them there? Stay tuned. Thank you so much. See ya.